नमस्ते बिटिया, सदा खुश रहो। Myself, GVN Dr. Hemant Vyas, Associate Professor and Head of Department of Surgery, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapit, Women's University, Jaipur. Today we are going to discuss about acute cholecystitis. Cholecystitis is inflammation of gallbladder. So any acute bacterial inflammation of the gallbladder with or without stone is called as acute cholecystitis. So there are few types of this acute bacterial cholecystitis, and they are calculus or calculus and acute emphysematous. So calculus cholecystitis is obstructive cholecystitis, and it is the commonest variety, and there is calculi which causes stasis of bile. The next type is acalculus. It is non-obstructive type of cholecystitis, and it is not uncommon. That means it is common and it's seen in patients who are recovering from the major illness. Then the third type is acute emphysematous cholecystitis. Then let's see what is the bacteriology of acute cholecystitis. Majority of cases of calculus cholecystitis are due to organisms such as E. coli, Streptococcus, Salmonella, Klebsiella, etc. Typhoid fever can also cause typhoid cholecystitis in the around second week of the infection. Clostridial infection of the gallbladder produces acute cholecystitis with toxemia. Pathogenesis. Acute calculus cholecystitis appear to be caused by obstruction to bile flow from gallbladder by stone or edema formed as a result of local mucosal erosion and inflammation caused by stone. Once mucosa is eroded, tissue planes are exposed to bile salts, and toxic bile salt destroys cell by their detergent action, leading to necrosis and perforation of gallbladder. At the same time, bacterial infection adds to the morbidity of acute cholecystitis, and positive bile culture are found in 70% of cases of acute calculus cholecystitis. Then pathology includes inflammation is the first stage. There is the entire gallbladder is inflamed, swollen, and is friable. That means it becomes delicate. When the inflammatory exudates surrounding the gallbladder collect under the diaphragm, it results in pain radiating to the right shoulder. That is because of C3 and C4 nerve. Due to phrenic nerve irritation, it may undergo complete resolution with antibiotic therapy, but such recurrent attacks are common at a later date. The next stage may be perforation. Extensive ulceration of gallbladder may result in perforation and biliary peritonitis and carries a very high mortality rate. Perforation can occur when the stone is impacted in the Hartmann's pouch. Obstruction to the neck of gallbladder results in mucocele or pyocele, that is empyema. Empyema of the gallbladder can occur in diabetic patients and is associated with high grade fever, chills, rigor, and even septicemia. The last stage or next stage is gangrene, and gangrene of gallbladder can occur if the blood vessel get thrombosed. All these features are more in an obstructive variety. If there is clostridial infection, as can occur in diabetic because of extensive gas production in biliary tree and associated toxicity, perforation is likely even without a stone. Then clinical features of acute cholecystitis: a fatty fertile female is a typical victim who present with severe upper abdominal pain. One more F you can add in this is the age above 40 years. 40. The pain is colic in nature and more prolonged because of inflammation. Severe nausea and vomiting are present. In the initial phase, there is low grade fever except in clostridial infection where there is high grade temperature. You may be surprised to find a young boy, a girl, or even a child with gallstone. Suspected hemolytic anemias should be ruled out in these cases. Then signs. So the most important sign in acute cholecystitis is Murphy's sign. Keep the fingers in the right hypochondrium and ask the patient to take a deep inspiration. At the height of inspiration, there is sudden catch of the respiration or catch of inspiration. It is due to inflamed gallbladder coming in the contact with the abdominal wall under the fingers and producing pain. This is called Murphy's sign positive. It is diagnostic sign of acute cholecystitis. Next sign is Boas sign. An area of hyperesthesia between 9th and 11th ribs posteriorly on the right side is a feature of Boas sign. Upper abdominal guarding and rigidity will be there. There is vague mass consisting of inflamed gallbladder, omentum, inflammatory exudate can be felt at times, and hence even if a perforation occurs, generalized peritonitis is uncommon. Then differential diagnosis include perforated peptic ulcer, acute peritonitis, high retrocecal appendicitis, amoebic liver abscess, and lobar pneumonia. Investigations: total WBC count is always raised. Blood and urine sugar estimation to rule out diabetes mellitus should be there. Plain X-ray. Abdomen should be taken in erect position. There is gallstone can be demonstrated in 10% of patient as radio opaque shadows in the right hypochondrium. In lateral view, the stone is seen in front of vertebral bodies, but majority of gallstones are cholesterol stones and they are not visible in X-ray. Emergency ultrasonography to demonstrate stones which cast posterior acoustic shadows. The success rate is more than 95%. Then patient treatment: conservative treatment, early cholecystectomy, emergency cholecystectomy, and prophylactic cholecystectomy. These are the choice of treatments. Conservative treatment include blunt diet, advice of blunt diet, antibiotics to decrease the inflammation and infection in the gallbladder. Antispasmodic and painkiller may be required in some cases. As far as homeopathic medicines are concerned, Berberis vulgaris, then Chenopodium, Lycopodium, and China. These are some of the best. Chelidonium is also well indicated. These are some well indicated medicines which come in conservative way of treatment. Then we go for cholecystectomy. If the patient is not improving, then if there is obstruction of bile or the stone is obstructed in Hartmann's pouch, then we go for emergency cholecystectomy. And prophylactic cholecystectomy is the cholecystectomy done beforehand to prevent the consequences or the complications. Okay. So that's it from the today's presentation. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with this digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will try to resolve it. Thank you very much.